Hello friends, today we will discuss about the program. How do we calculate the factorial of a program? So today we look into a couple of approaches like how do we calculate the factorial in iterative manner as well as in the recursive manner. So before we start, so let's see what the factorial is and how do we calculate the factorial. So mathematically, if I have to calculate the factorial of 1, right? So it is 1. So like for 0 and 1, factorial is 1. So that is the base condition for us. And if you have to calculate the factorial of 2, so it is represented as 2 into 1 factorial. So which is nothing but 2 because 2 into factorial of 1 we have already seen its value is 1, so it is 2. And how do we calculate the factorial of 3? It is represented as 3 into 2 into 1, which is nothing but 2 factorial. So 2 factorial we know its value, right? So it is 2, and 3 into 2 it is 6. And similarly for 4 factorial it is 4 into 3 factorial, and we know the value of 3 factorial which is 6, so it is 24. And similarly for 5 it is 5 into 4 factorial which is 120. Okay, so why we are doing it? So what we are getting out of this representation is that whenever we want to calculate of a factorial of any number, so it is nothing but multiplication of all its number till that, right? So if I am calculating the factorial of 5, it is nothing but 4 into 5 into 3 into 2 into 1, right? So if I have to calculate the factorial of 5, right, it would be 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1, right? Similarly, uh, so this mechanism is really helpful to calculate the factorial of a given number, right? So we'll see both the approaches, like how we calculate the factorial in iterative manner as well as in the recursive manner, right? So let's start the programming for it. So I am using IntelliJ IDEA. You can use the editor of your choice, may it be Eclipse or any other editors which we are comfortable. So I am creating a file for it first of all. So I am naming it as factorials. Okay, so we'll create couple of methods. First of all, will we write method like to find the factorial in iterative manner. So I will name it as it. So let's say fact iterative if I write. So it is taking input as a number for which number we would like to calculate the factorial, and it is returning the number which will the factorial, right? So suppose the input would be 5, right? So it will return its output, which is nothing but 120, which we just seen uh, in an Excel sheet as of now. Okay, so what we have seen, so just now in the Excel sheet, that we have to calculate a factorial of a number, we have to just multiply that number. It is that simple. Okay, so let's define our fact, which is nothing but which will contain the factorial things, or what is the factorial of a number, and will return this fact. Okay, now what we have seen just now, that we have to calculate the factorial, so we just loop through it, loop loop through. Suppose it is 5, right? So it will be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? So I will start it from 1 to that number, or it or we can start it from number to 1, right? So either way we can do, like we can start from 1 to 5, like 1 to 5 from right to left, or left to right, like, or 5 to 1, right? So I'm using it 1 to 5, right? Okay, so I have created a loop which will be a number from, so let's name it as number I number, so that it is good readable format. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to just multiply number fact into I number. Okay, so that's it. It will just create a factorial and we are returning the factorial. Okay, so let's do the dry run for it. Okay, suppose I am given the value of number is 5, right? The first time n would be 1 and n is less than equal to 5. It is true. 1 is less than 5, right? For the first case, suppose I number is 1 for the first case. Okay, so then I number is 1 and factorial fact is 1. We are defining it as 1 because the base condition we are assuming fact will always 1. So for 1 into 1 it will be 1, right? So nothing would be there to new value. It will be again 1. So now num will be 2. So we'll update the value of num 2. So fact is 1, right? So let's update the value of fact. Fact is 1, right? So again value will be 2 into 1 2. Similarly it will keep on iterating. At the end result would be 120, right? So let's print out this value first of all. Factorial iterative. So I am just passing the number. So let's pass the number. Let's run it. And we will see the output as 120 as now, and then we will run the another program for recursive manner as well. So we'll see factorial iterative as 120, right? Now let's go to our Excel sheet again. So what we have seen, like to calculate a factorial, again we reiterating. So factorial, if I have to calculate factorial of 5, I need to know the factorial of 4. So if I have to calculate the factorial of 4, I need to know the factorial of 3. If I have to calculate the factorial of 3, I need to know the factorial of 2. So if I have to reach the factorial of any number, we have to know the factorial of all the preceding number, right? So this could be our analysis that how we can write an recursive program, because recursive routine is nothing but any repetitive work which we want to perform. Okay, now let's go and write the method for for recursive factorial method. Okay, so it will be in the similar signature would be similar, and I am taking number as an input. Okay, so what we have seen in the Excel sheet, that factorial of 5 would be 5 into factorial of 4, right? Which is for nothing but what I can write it is as 5 minus 1, right? Right? So it is same thing we have to translate to the code, right? So what is the factorial of n, right? So let's write it down. Factorial of number is equal to factor number into factorial of number minus 1, right? So that's what we have seen just now. That's it. This will give us the factorial, right? So I will simply return it. Okay, this will give me the recursion of a number, right? And one thing also we have discussed is here that factorial of 1 is always 1, right? So when 1 is reached, we have to return 1. That's when our factorial will finish, right? If it is 10, right, we have to 9 7 6, right? So till 1 we have to do it, right? So that phase condition, if we write it, number, if it is equal to 1, so simply return the number. Finish, right? So what we are doing it, if it is, so let's do the try run again here. So let's calculate the 2 factorial. So number would be 2, so it will come here. So number equal to 1, it is not the case, it will come here. So what would happen here? So 2 is the input. 2 into fact recursive 2 minus 1, which is 1, right? Okay, so what would happen? It will call this method again. So that time input would be 1. So what would 1 would come here, right? 1 equal to 1. So it will return 1. So right. So fact recursive recursive of 1 would return 1, right? So it will replace here that 1. So ultimately 2 factorial will return 2. Similarly, we can find the factorial of any bigger number, 100, 200, 10, right? Whatever we want. Okay, let's simply output it. Factorial recursive. It will be factorial recursive. Output would be same because we are calculating the factorial. So let's run this program. Right, so we'll see the output iterative is 120, recursive is 120 again, and if we have pictorial representation of recursive is when, so like we have seen, if we calculate the factorial of 5, so it will be 5 into factorial of 4, right? Like n into n minus 1. So right, and similarly it will keep on calling this number till we reach factorial of 1. So when we reach the factorial of 1, it returns back 1. So 1 is multiplied by 2. So this factor of 2 would return 2, right? It is called from factorial 3. So this guy would replace here. So it would be value of 2. Once this function executes completely, right? So it unwinds this stack. So 6 is returned back. Then fact of value 6 is filled up here. So it will be 24. It will return it back. And the 24 would be replaced here. It will be 120, right? So that's what we have seen, the order of 120 for value equal to 5, and we have published the same article in our website, so we will put that link here, the factorial program link, so it will be there in beginner section, and it will be the factorial program. So this is a program we have already written and published, and this link we would be adding at the links in the video section, in the description section. You can go and check. This is the same thing which we have discussed, right? And we have the same images here and the same program is written, so you can make use of this program. So if you have any other queries and questions regarding this video, kindly write to your comments. We will be happy to respond it back. Thank you. Good day. Bye bye.